Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Bernice. For those who don't know, for those who do know, welcome back to my channel. Shining, 'cause I got you. So I'm going to share with you guys some tips that I personally experienced and some tips that I heard from other people. I am 20 years old right now. I did had a apartment when I was 19, and this is my second apartment, and I'm about to be 21 next month. And I want to share with you guys for those who are planning on moving to their apartment soon, or those who just want to know the knowledge of having an apartment. They do say that it's hard, but it's really not hard. Once you get your money up and once you know how to budget and you are like determined to get your apartment, then renting an apartment is not hard. I ain't gonna lie. Just make sure you're able to manage your money well and you should be straight. We're gonna go to tip number 1 and let's get this started. Read the reviews of the apartment. You can download the app ORA to see some actual customer satisfaction, to see how the residents really feel about moving in an apartment. I've seen some reviews saying that they had roach infestations, car break-ins, smell being missing, pool is never clean, gate is never fixed or working. I was about to move in an apartment that did not have the best reviews, and for someone who is living by themselves, I would not recommend those apartments. I would rather pay a pretty penny than to be cheap and live in an apartment that I would not be safe in. So yeah, and always ask the people who are actually living in those apartments too. After I viewed this unit, I went to the leasing office and I applied right away because this is something that I would want for myself. The residents that I see, like he was saying how this is a pretty quiet neighborhood. They've been living there for a few years. I think 5 years he said. The maintenance are always on time. He didn't have anything bad to say about the apartment. I'm actually glad where I'm at right now. Haven't seen a roach or anything. That's my laundry, and I haven't cooked yet, so I don't know how that will look like, but so far my neighbors are pretty quiet. I feel like I'm the nosy neighbor and I be trying to like quiet down, especially with my music, but I tried to hold on. Sorry, my laundry want to be Beethoven. Second thing, when touring an apartment, always ask to see a empty unit, mainly because that's the unit that you're going to be living in. Look at the carpets. You can ask to change the carpets. Look at the baseboard to see if it's lifting. Look at the locks of the doors. Check every outlet. Open the oven. Make sure the refrigerator is good and cold. The water pressure is good for your liking. Make sure the stove is on, all of the little eyes are working. Look at the cabinets, look everywhere. I make sure my laundry washer and dryer was working. I made sure everything was working before I moved in. They gave me an inventory form where I go around the apartment and I write everything that was wrong with the apartment. It was not wrong, but like I seen a dent on the water heater door. One of the outlets wasn't working, but I found out that you have to open up a switch. Like that outlet, the top one, you have to open up the switch for it to work. Pull out the ovens and the refrigerators to see if there's a roach infestation or any type of bug issue. When I had the other apartment, there was a roach infestation like probably a month or 2 after moving in. It started in the bathroom at first, and then it was in the kitchen, and it was just like, no. If your neighbors are dirty, then their roaches become your roaches. So
if you do not know how to clean, your ass don't need to be living in no community space. Your roaches can become my roaches. Clean that shit.
There was a lot of things that was wrong with the apartment, especially with the AC. Like the AC got on my nerves. Like every week there was a request, and every time they will come and try to fix the AC didn't work. Y'all not doing anything. And I'd be hot. Like I hate being hot, especially when I'm going to sleep, but it can get your light bill or your electric bill up, so that's the downside. Like right now it's cold and I think I have it on 72 right now. Do not get an apartment because of the amenities. Please don't get an apartment because of the amenities, because most of the time you are not going to use the amenities. Like I seen this video that I wanted to share. It was so funny.
Don't buy no fucking apartment because of its amenities. Don't do that shit. Your ass gonna be at work, and by the time you get off, them bitches is closed. It's for the weekend.
It's literally for the weekend. Like, you're not gonna even use it. My amenities are pretty good. I didn't know about any of these amenities before I moved in. All I heard is one pool, it's a gym, a yoga area, like a place where you can like host people. But when I walked around, they didn't tell me about the other pool that was in the back. They had 2 hammocks and then they had a fireplace. Live below your means. Don't try to get an apartment that you won't afford, because an eviction or breaking your lease on your record doesn't look pretty to you, and it's gonna get really hard for you to get an apartment. So always make sure that you can afford. It was a time where I had to pay for rent and all the things that come with the apartment by myself, even though it was 2 people on the lease. I was able to hustle and make sure that all the rent was paid and the utilities and everything else was paid, and then I had some money left over. If you are a hustler like me and you can get to the bag when you need to, then by all means. But I recommend you to get an apartment that you can afford. So yeah. Do not apply for the apartment if you cannot afford it. The admin fee and the application fee, most of the times they are not refundable. So if you are going to get an apartment, make sure you are able to pay how many times the rent that they ask you for. Don't always just look at the rent on its own. How is the water bill contributed? Like, is it usage, flat rate, or they divide it amongst the people in that apartment? It's really good that they do require you to pay 3 times the rent, mostly because it'll be good if you can only spend 30% of your income towards an apartment and then you have the money left over. With the rent, if you say that you want to pay no more than, let's say, $1,800 for an apartment, don't look at apartments for $1,700. After the utilities and all of that, you're getting paid over $1,800. I'm gonna give you an example. Let's say this apartment right here is $1,500, right? Let's make it more realistic. $1,525. My water bill, which is probably gonna be $20 with 2 people, I was paying $33, $34. That comes up to $1,545. And then the light bill. If you cook like me, or you like the AC to be a good 65 degrees, 68 degrees, your light bill might be $70, $80. Let's do 75 plus 75, right? And then on top of that, you're paying the amenity fee. Mine is $40 a month. Now I'm at $1,660. This apartment alone, the rent is $1,525, and then I'm paying $1,660 in total. So try to go a little bit below what you really want to pay for every month. I am paying sewer too. I don't know how much sewer would be, so I'm gonna just add $20. $1,680. So that's $155 more. That's all the tips that I have before touring the apartment and coming up to the part where you end up applying for the apartment. Usually with applying for the apartment, they do ask for admin fee and application fee. For application is $75. For admin it's like $250. For security it might be like $250 or $500. Because I applied during special, my admin fee and my application fee was waived. Once I got approved, they added that to the first month rent. So my rent for this month was probably like $1,000 to get this apartment. But always look at the promotions, ask for the promotions, because most of the time they won't even tell you about the promotions that's going on. So always ask for it and make sure that you are getting those benefits of getting the fees waived or that first month rent. If you want to, you can have it prorated throughout the 12 months. Let's say the first month's rent was like $1,600. You can divide that into your 12-month rent. So you get $133 off every month. You'll be paying $1,467 a month because you have it prorated throughout your lease. So after you got approved, congratulations if y'all did. Especially if y'all young. That is a big accomplishment, I ain't gonna lie. Especially with the other things that you have to pay for. Congratulations to y'all. First, read the lease. Read the lease. I read the lease and I did write some notes down. They will tell you things that will cover the leasing office, and they will tell you things that will cover yourself. If I have a noise complaint or a maintenance complaint and I keep following up with them and they not say nothing, then I can break the lease without paying anything for it. And with the maintenance, they be on top of things. Make sure you're on top of things too, but I'm gonna talk about that in a later thing. Make a email only for your apartment. I put Bernice and then I put the company's name at gmail.com. So every complaint, every maintenance issues I have, everything that's going on with my apartment, the lease agreement, because I don't want to get mixed up with my personal email, mainly because I have so much like emails going in and out. I put my light bill, my renter's insurance, water bill, all the payments that I make, it goes to that Gmail. Another tip, like a bonus tip, if you have a bad month where you pay your rent late, then you can ask to get that late fee waived. January through June, you paid your rent on time, and then July you had a lot of birthdays or car maintenance issues or anything like that, you can ask them, hey, like, you know, I haven't paid my rent on time. And if y'all good with the leasing agents, they will most likely get that fee waived for you. Take pictures and videos of anything wrong with the apartment. Baseboards, locks, lights, cabinets. If the washer and dryer is not working, make sure the carpet is not lifting. Any damages or anything on the doors, put that down. And make sure the leasing office do know. If you want to go the extra step, you can talk with the leasing office. This is what's wrong with the apartment. I just want to make sure that you guys know. And when it do come to the point where you can get that security deposit back, then you're able to get that back. And if you want to go the extra step, you can always get them to sign a paper to make sure that they know and you know that, hey, I was telling you from the beginning and I told you before I settled in my apartment that this is what's wrong with it. Send an email so you can have that with you. If they don't want to have you sign anything, send them an email so they like, yes, I am aware that this is something that's wrong with the apartment and you will not get charged or responsible for that damage or anything like that. We are in a community. There will probably be some noisy neighbors. There will probably be something that you are complaining about. If you do decide to complain about something, either the maintenance that's in your home or noisy neighbors, you can go to a different unit, but do not pay to go to a different unit. Either way, they should be able to tell the neighbors, hey, like, we had a noise complaint. They have to be able to be on top of things, because you don't want to go to a different unit and it's worse than the unit that you was in before. Through the email that you created for your apartment, send them an email like, hey, apartment 607 is being loud at night. Always have a paper trail when it comes to that. Do not ever pay to go to a different unit. I had 3 issues. 2 of them are solved and 1 of them are currently being solved. One of the issues that I have with this apartment was the shower head. They said that nobody has been in this apartment for quite a while. When I opened the shower head, it stink, like it smelled like the sewer. So I did put a maintenance order in like at 7 o'clock in the morning. By 9:30, 35, they said, hey, it's fixed. They replaced the shower head and they let me know that, hey, like the water is from the city, so especially if it's not used for a long time, it will cause an odor. I am planning on getting a filter shower head, better for the skin and everything. So take your time furnishing an apartment, especially if you haven't been planning or preparing for your apartment. I'm good with the room. I just need nightstands. For the kitchen, I do need like a couple of kitchen utensils. For the bathroom, I need some like storage for the bottom of my cabinets, and then a couch or whatever. But I didn't have a couch in my other apartment, so I'm not really rushing for that. I didn't grow up having a TV in my room. I always had a laptop, an iPad, a phone, something to get me entertained. I did have a TV though one time, and I didn't use it. I played music, but that's it. And then my brothers would come in my room and, you know, we would just chill. Not really a TV girly, more like a laptop. I did have a projector that was really nice, even though I only used it like 3 times. Facebook Marketplace, Ollie's, TJ Maxx, Ross, Burlington, your friends. Don't be going through like city furniture, or like if you want to, you can, but like try to go for the more affordable things, because most of the times they be having some really good things. Even Walmart, they be have some like couches, like small couches, some shelves that you can get to. Stay on top of maintenance. If one thing is wrong, the other thing can be wrong. The longer you wait, it's just not ideal. If it's not working, just put that maintenance order in and just put it to the side. Another thing that was wrong that I put a maintenance order in, it was my sink stopper, like the thing that's on the that's in the sink, like when you push it up the water goes in. I don't know what that called. Every time I had to drain the water, I had to like hold it up so the water can go underneath. I was like, yeah. I was cleaning my kitchen and I was putting on the fan because it's starting to get hot. I turned off the AC and I forgot to turn it back on. This thing broke. I only used it once. This is my first time using it. All I did was like a slight pull and it broke, and I'm like, okay. So I went to the leasing office. I was like, hey, do y'all do maintenance orders on these? Because what is this? I love when the maintenance orders be like, hey, we got a problem, let's go to apartment 607. Boom, we got it. Last thing I want to say is For the people who end up being approved, for the people who are doing it by themselves or not, it don't matter. Congratulations, celebrate your wins. I know that it might not be a big win to y'all, but it's really a big win, especially in this economy, especially for the people who are paying over $1,500 a month for a rent. Those who are starting over like I am, congratulations. Like, celebrate that win. And if you don't got a lot of money to celebrate it, I understand. Just sit in it. Just sit in your apartment, look around, like just be grateful, just thank God. Always pray before settling in your apartment. I did it for both apartments that I had. Make sure I prayed, make sure I cleaned the apartment. Sit in your apartment, just look around. This is mine's. Another thing that's really good about having your own apartment, it makes you manage your money well. It just makes you be a more responsible person. Oh, I forgot one thing. Flex. It's an app. Basically, you put money aside for rent and they split it into two from your first paycheck, and then for the 15th you put $750 for the other paycheck. You just got your first month rent. For me, I personally don't use it. I'm not gonna lie and just sit here and say I use it, but I think that you do have to pay a membership fee for it. So I'm like, I can just do this myself. If you're not like disciplined with money yet, then try Flex and see how that works for you. It's really a big win. Inflation is not a joke. You paying $1,500 of rent, and then you have your car insurance. You have to buy supplies for your apartment, your phone bill, your loan if you have a loan, car maintenance. You're basically paying $2,000 a month for expenses. You gotta think about that, and you're still here. My battery is about to die. Thank y'all for watching. If y'all do have anything else y'all want me to say or share, just let me know. But